Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is the 2024 Olhausen Colorado Classic here at Felt Bar and Billiards in Englewood, Colorado. This is Lonnie Fox Raymond, and we are on the B-side final of this event. None other than Pia Filler versus Kristina Zlateva, the Slayer. If you guys have just a second, please make sure to share the stream for us on our YouTube channel. If you guys could share it to all your social media accounts, let's get these ladies the attention they deserve. Pia Filler was defeated in the hot seat match with Margaret Fefilova earlier, which you guys seen on our featured table. And Kristina Zlateva just defeated Monica Webb on the B side to make it to the B side final. These ladies will lag for the break. Being joined in the booth by Ada Leo, the Iron Maiden.
Hello, everyone.
All right, folks, so it looks like Pia Filler has won the lag. They are going to lag for their first break, which you just saw. Alternate break format thereafter. The 9-ball does not count on the break in the bottom 2 pockets. 3 consecutive fouls is a loss of game, and the 3-point break rule is in effect. They are breaking with the 1 on the spot. There is no break box. And Pia Filler getting the perfect rack. We use the perfect rack here, which is the official rack sponsor of the WPBA. Some good stuff going on today. Some great matches.
So exciting.
Yeah, so we are also doing a giveaway today, Ada. And after this rack, we'll chat about that. So anyone who donates to the stream a donation of $20 or more, we will add their name into a giveaway package from Kamui and, of course, CM Diep and the sponsors here of the Colorado Classic.
Will that include a flipper do?
Yeah, it gets a flipper do. Everyone knows what I talk when I say that. It's a scorecard that I call a flipper do. But it's really cool, and it's signed by the final 4 ladies in this event, as well as Kristina Tkach, April Larson, and Brittany Bryant.
That's quite the souvenir.
Yeah, it is a good souvenir.
You're a pool fan? Get on that. What are you waiting for? So it looks like the Cuba got lost during this break, so it was an opportunity for Kristina to get on the board with a run here. Everything looks pretty open, though there's a little bit of congestion there, but so just a matter of getting the shape from the 3 to the 4, I think.
Actually, Pat Hickok in the chat, you may be right. Kristina Zlateva has not won. Neither has Pia Filler or Margaret Fefilova. So our final 3, we will have a first-time WPBA champion.
We'll have a cherry popped on the championships. What?
And all these ladies are grinding so hard. This is a big moment for all of them. And obviously, they're no stranger to winning or to competing at a high level, but as far as the elusive WPBA title, they have not been able to obtain that yet.
How much of it do you think is influenced by the equipment? Because this is the first time we're playing on 0 humidity.
I don't know. I think all of these ladies have played exceptionally well. I think they've all settled in. I don't think the equipment is even an issue at this point.
And then plus the equipment slows down a little bit as the tournament goes on.
Yeah.
Now this is a tricky position. Would you go back 1 rail or 2 rails to get position for this 4, or just kind of keep it simple?
Well, I'm wondering if she can really dig in and draw those 2 rails under the 5, if it wouldn't put her in the window of the pink 4.
I'm just concerned
see.
she might get stuck behind one of those balls.
Well, and it is early in the set, so I think it's definitely a risk you have to be willing to take. Oh, well, she hit it. I'm positive she caught the window there. Sure does look like it.
Mm-hmm.
That aggressive stroke, I think, like I said, when it's the first rack of the match, I guess you won't know what you're capable of if you don't swing at it sometimes.
Well, both these ladies have played already earlier today, so this is the second round for them.
Yeah, if anybody wants to go back, you can also see Kristina's B-side matchup with America's Monica Webb on our Facebook page. We went live on Facebook for you guys to be able to see that matchup.
And then last night, Christina played a really exciting match with Brianna. That was definitely a lot of back and forth and some really good pool playing.
Yeah, it was, and they both had like 3 break and runs in that set. My husband keeps all the stats for that on his little tablet while he's timekeeping.
So both these ladies are hungry for that win. Well,
Mhm.
at least these is the final 4-3. I just walked in, so
Final
trying to
3.
get settled.
Yep, final 3. We came in with the final 4 today, which was Kristina Zlateva, Monica Webb playing on the B side, and then Pia Filler and Margaret Vefilova on the A side.
Wow.
So we came in with a final 4.
So Monica was the only one that has won a WPBA championship before, and now she's out.
Monica is also the only one who's ever been ranked number 1 inside the WPBA.
That's amazing. Look at all that experience. So it's really great to see Monica playing at the level that she was capable. You know, she's definitely capable of playing. Like, she's been dealing with some health issues. So really great to see her results in this tournament. Now, this is a little bit of a tricky position. You think running into the 9, we're trying to go around it?
See the angle on that. She may not have a choice but to play the bump. She may slow roll bump into it just like this. Oh, unfortunately, she forgot to pocket the round 7.
I think she's being a little too careful about that.
Yeah, a little indecisive maybe on the shot selection, right?
Yes, not committed to your decision.
Right. This 9 ball to take the very first rack in this B-side final here at the Olhausen Colorado Classic. All right. So real quick, let's talk about our giveaway, shall we? So the giveaway for this final day here at the WPBA, which I've been working on doing pretty regularly, I want to say thank you to Kamui, of course, because they gave me a piece of kageki. Is that how you say it? Kageki?
What is this?
Kageki chewy Kamui chalk. It's got a cool little package. The Kamui View Bridge, which you can stick right onto your break cue and use anywhere you travel, or if your leagues or whatever, you can throw it right in your caves. And then, of course, the cool scorekeeping flipper do, which you guys can see in the graphic right there. It is signed by Pia Filler, Kristina Zlateva, Monica Webb, Margaret Vefilova, and then I recently got April Larson, the grinder, Kristina Tkach, the crystal, and Brittany Bryant, the bombshell, to sign it as well. So not only did we get the final 4, but we got 3 superstars of our sport to sign it as well.
And look at this little display case.
I know, for the kageki. I know, it's cool.
I think it's pronounced kageki.
Okay. Yeah, phonetically, when it comes to that kind of thing, Ada would probably be right. She's much better at that than I am.
Well, I just really, really love languages and all the delicious food you can eat in different countries. And if I can be able to speak a few words in someone's language, they're like, oh, amazing. Come to my house and I'll make you a home-cooked meal. And I'll be like, that's so great. Please, thank you.
All right, so Christina's back at the table. She does have a decent rack here. A little bit of trouble maybe from the 6 to the 7. I think that would be the tester. But, you know, as we saw in the last rack, you just never know what's going to happen. Don't forget, guys, that giveaway is also through to the end of the finals match. Anyone who donates $20 or more will be added into our drawing. We appreciate you guys for the support, and so we want to be able to give back for those of you who are so awesome to donate to our stream on a regular basis. So thank you to those of you who have done that. If you guys are watching on Billiard TV, you can also, if you want to be involved in the giveaway, you can go to WPBA Billiards on YouTube and join our chat room. You do have to subscribe, and then you can also donate through our super chat system.
Hello, Kia. Nice to see you in the chat. You should have come here. It was such a great event. So hope to see you at the next one. Thank you, everyone who has been supporting and watching. Please like, share, and follow. And then there's a $sign where you can help donate, and plus be entered in to get this really cool giveaway. So it looks like, she just needs to make sure that she sets up from the 5 to the 6. Everything looks pretty open. She takes her time. She really sticks to her pre-shot routine. I really like how she is very still when she's making her shot. Any type of movement will definitely throw off your cue. So very important to have a solid pre-shot routine. So now she's got to either go like 2 rails or 1 rail. Just depends on personal preference as to what do you feel comfortable doing to get shape for the 7 ball at the bottom short reel on your screen. She decided to go 2 rails. That was a really solid stroke. You gotta watch out for that whitey not going in the pocket.
Even though she went a little longer than I think she intended, it actually is conducive to position on the 8. So I favor her to just swing this cue ball around. To me, I think that's the least path of resistance, because you get to free up your stroke. You don't have to worry about decelerating. You can just go 1, 2. Oh, she tried to hold it. Yeah, I like swinging it around there, but I'm not playing and she is, so there you go, folks. All right, now she's awkwardly cueing over the 9 ball.
Well, now do you accept the longer 9 ball shot in this case, or are you going to try to draw back and get better shape? She's kind of got a tree hopped, basically like shoot over a ball, and that's going to be more difficult.
I think you have to do whatever you're comfortable or you're feeling is the right thing for you at the moment. Like if I'm in dead stroke and I feel great, I'll probably elevate and, shoot this with a lot of authority. If I'm a little hesitant, I may just roll it in and then try to, get on the left side of the 9. She hit it great. Nice stroke there. The crowd appreciated that. There was some applause in the room.
That was a tough shot, given like where she was and having to shoot over a ball. That was nicely done.
Very well done.
Well, this will give her a chance to get on the board. Do you think this is going to be a very close score, Lonnie? Early predictions?
Yes. I think there will be a lot of back and forth action in the set. I think the rest of our tournament will be that way, this match and the finals.
So Kristina does get on the board with this one. It's now Pia's break.
So real quick here, we'll throw a shout out to our sponsors of this event. As you guys saw in our little sponsor video there, our next event is going to be in Louisville at Billiards. It is the Napa Q Speed Invitational, and we will be playing alongside the Napa Nationals. So if you guys are not familiar, it's the North American Pool Association. They are a huge league organization, so if you're not familiar, check it out. It runs kind of similarly to APA as far as handicapping. And you play races in their league format. It's really cool. Like my husband used to play in the Napa organization many years ago. And so if that's something that you're not familiar with, or if you don't have it in your area, maybe you could check that out. It is a pretty cool league. It is different than APA in a lot of ways. I was just using that as a reference because I think a lot of people are familiar with APA.
Do you have to call your pockets?
I do think you have to call your pockets in Napa. I'm not 1,000%. I could be wrong on that. I'll get all the details on Napa prior to our event, of course. It's just been so long since I've done it.
We don't have any Napa in New York City that I know of.
Well, there you go. You could become a league operator. You should contact Napa.
I feel like it's such a saturated market.
It is. But Napa's huge.
Is
They
it?
have huge nationals. Wait till we get to Louisville and you see all those people.
Wow.
Napa's a huge organization, and Angela is the number one rated female. Angela Janik, our very own, in Napa. It's kind of cool, huh?
So you can, as a WPBA player, you can play in Napa, like the
Yeah,
BCA?
I don't think that they have like a legitimate, because it's handicapped. I think she's like a 117 or something handicap.
That's a weird handicap.
Well, trust me, it's crazy. I think I was like a 105 or something. Yeah. So it's an interesting handicap system, but it's, like I said, it's similar to the other handicapped organizations, but a little different, right?
Yeah.
Hi, Tina Larson.
Hello.
Hello. Tina Larson is one of the players here on tour. If you guys are not familiar, she's in the chat room. She's also on my video that I made about why we love the WPBA.
That's a great video. I really like it.
It's fun, huh? See you in Kentucky. That's great. I'm glad you're back. I hope your daughter's doing wonderful or better. All right, so a little bit of congestion here. I'm not sure she can see much of that red 3.
Wow, that's a cluster F.
It's a big group of balls.
We want to keep the show PG-13 here,
Yeah,
right?
that's right. So a 3-point, yep, she had a 3-point break, unfortunately. So Pia comes to the table.
Is she kicking at this?
This is awkward. It's turning into a pretzel right before our eyes, folks.
I feel like I pulled something just watching that. Is she pushing? Is that what's going on?
Ghostman, nope. This is the match before the finals. The winner of this will face Marguerite Fefalova in the finals.
So this is semifinals.
Yes. So stay tuned, Ghostman. And you can always go back and watch. You'll have a day or so to email the WPBA with your address if you are the winner. So I'll announce it, and then you can contact us to send us your address if you win. And I seen someone ask in the chat as well on our YouTube channel if I shoot with a C Dago custom cue, and I absolutely do. I love my C Dago cue.
Is that a custom cue?
It is, and it was built specifically for me, so shout out to Carl D'Agostino. He has sponsored me and built me this absolutely beautiful cue. He does make carbon fiber shafts as well as standard maple, but I shoot with a C Dago keel wood. And I love my cue. I cannot even tell you how much I love my cue. It's like an extension of my body.
That's important because you need equipment that you can trust and feel confident in.
Yeah, and with making the changes I did prior to him building it, I changed the weight point and the shaft, and so it took me a few weeks to get accustomed to it. But now that I have, I love it. They'd have to peel it out of my fingers. We'd be fighting in the parking lot, I tell you that.
Lonnie's like, my last will and testament, I am buried with this cue. No one else can have it.
Yeah. All right, Zach McKee is also in the chat right now. Shout out to Zach. He has done some commentary with us at ICB. Good dude, good commentator.
Oh, man.
Great player. All right, so this setup in the pocket there. This rack has not been pleasant. So KZ, the 4-ball is in the pocket. It doesn't look to be too terribly deep, though, so she should be able to get good cue action.
Yeah, well, Pia, I think, had to accept trying to bank that because she unintentionally made the 3 in the side pocket and had to accept that position. So now she just has to keep it simple. Like 1 rail position, maybe 2. She's feeling like if she has too much stroke. What are these ladies playing with?
So Kristina Zlateva is a Mez-sponsored player. She plays with a Mez EC4 K9. She also shoots with the Mez, or breaks with the Mez Power Break, and jumps with the new Mez Air Drive 3. It's a Kamui-sponsored player. So she uses a Kamui Athlete M, and she chalks with the Kamui Roku. Shout out to Kamui. They're also a WPBA sponsor, so thank you to them. And then Pia is a Predator sponsored player, but I believe she's also sponsored by Apex and How, which is How is also a tour player or a tour sponsor for the WPBA.
WPBA's been getting sponsors left and right. I feel like every time I come into the booth, this list just gets getting bigger and bigger. So thank you all to the sponsors.
Absolutely. Without them, we wouldn't even be here.
And look at all the support we're getting in the chat. Thank you, Rax Place, for mentioning that you need to be liking.
Thumbs up and liking. All right, Kristina Zlateva extending 2-1 over Pia Filler. Kristina Zlateva has already played one match today against Monica Webb and was victorious over America's own Monica, the assassin. And Pia Filler has also played one match. She played the hot seat match against Margaret Fefilova earlier today, and Margaret did defeat Pia. So it may be two different types of mental games coming to the table at the moment. Kristina's on the upswing. Pia's trying to keep it together. Let's get back to the finals, you know.
I think the Slayer is looking to slay in this match.
She is very, very, very determined. And like someone said earlier, you know, none of the three that are left have won a WPBA event, so they do not have an event title. But one of them is going to be a first-time winner here this week.
I think Kristina Zlateva has been to the finals this year, though.
She was in the finals last month in South Carolina against Allison Fisher.
And also Fairfield against Bean.
Yes. Yep. So 2 times this year at least.
So this will be her third time if she emerges victorious in this one to get to the finals.
Yes, I would say that all the hard work may be starting to pay off for this layer.
And these ladies have been nonstop traveling. New Zealand, some of them were in China for China Open, now this event. Then we're going to be going to Louisville. Been pretty busy for the pool world and with the ladies, so very happy to see all that.
Yeah, it's been a busy year. We've had 11 events just within the WPBA alone, and that doesn't include some of the world events that these ladies have been traveling to. So I can imagine, based on the travel schedule I've had alone, that they are about to be exhausted, if they're not already.
I can't even imagine dealing with all the different time zones and resetting my circadian rhythm. So there's a question in the chat about the last match's score. I don't know if you can see this.
So Margaret defeated Pia Filler in a score of 8-4 for the hot seat. And Kristina Zlateva, I believe the score was 8-5 over Monica Webb. It was 8-5.
Pretty sporty.
Yeah, so good matches going on. I actually expected both those matches to be just a tad bit tighter than they were.
And we have a really good crowd here. A lot of people cheering and clapping and supporting the ladies. So thank you for all the people who attended physically.
Yeah, I tell people on a regular basis, if you've never been to a WPBA event, you should go. It's a different experience. And all these ladies that you see on the stream, they're approachable. They'll sign autographs for you. They'll take pictures. They're just really good representatives for our sport right now. And to come see them in person is a totally different vibe, and it's so much fun. The owner, Adam, of Felt Billiards, actually made mention to us that he's never seen people smiling when they play pool like we do.
What?
And I said, well, when we're playing each other, we're competitive. We're trying to kill each other, but afterwards we're likely to hug and go get a drink or go get some dinner. Not many of us drink, but go get some dinner, and we travel together, we room together. As a matter of fact, Pia and Kristina actually are rooming together at this event.
Roommates against each other.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully one of them already moved their stuff out just in case. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally joking, folks. All right, so Pia's got an opportunity here. She needs to make these 4 balls and get this match tied up. She wants to hold serve and not allow Kristina Zlateva to get any kind of lead on her whatsoever.
Oh, thank you, Pat. You remember how long you spoke to me for? I know we had a good conversation, but 10 minutes? It was that short? Wow.
Oh, Ovi, thank you so much for your donation. We appreciate that. Any donation is welcome. Cup of coffee is a cup of coffee. We're good with that.
I'm sorry, New York City, you can't get a cup of coffee with that amount of money.
Yeah, you're a New Yorker. I forget. I can get a cup of coffee in Michigan for that, though.
Maybe if I go for the coffee truck outside,
There you go.
those are more reasonable.
All right, so she's got to make a decision here. Where does she want to land with the cue ball in order to shoot the 8? Looks like she came down here to the right side of the table and kind of looked to maybe fall underneath the 9.
She's got to be careful, though. She just doesn't want to land right behind the 9.
Yes.
I almost think that she should go for an extra rail to kind of hit it, the short rail at the top, to kind of lessen the speed and get better position.
Right, so she opted to stay above it. I actually liked that decision, but I personally may have tried to go 2 rails to slow down the cue,
Yeah.
like you had said. I did like staying above 9, though. I didn't think it was a wise decision to try to go under it.
And she's got to use a little bit of spin to kind of get to the right side of the 9 ball. But luckily, these tables are quick. You don't need to put too much into the shot.
Nope, and just a pocket speed, maybe a tip or 2 of right hand English to bring the cue 2 rails out for the 9 in the same exact pocket. All right, Pia Filler tying this match up 2-2.
See how still she stood? It was just her arm. So beautiful.
All right, folks, let's talk about the options here at the WPBA. We do have a giveaway going on for our final day. Within the stream, you can go to WPBA Billiards on YouTube. And what we do basically is if you donate to the chat with a little money symbol next to your chat box, and you are allowed to send us super stickers or super chats, you will be entered for a $20 donation. You will be entered into a drawing for this View Kamui Bridge. Also, the Kageki, I know I didn't say that right, Ada. Kamui Chalk as well is this cool score flipper-do, as I call it. It's a scorekeeper, donated to us by Sammy Deep, and it is signed by Pia Filler, Margaret Fefilova, Kristina Tkach, Kristina Zlateva, Monica Webb, Brittany Bryant, and April Larson, the grinder. Minimum donation of $20, and I will put your name on the list. Currently, at the moment, we don't have a ton of people on the list, so if you're interested in that, make sure you get your donations into us. I will acknowledge it here. You can also donate at WPBA.com, but that will not get you entered into the drawing. I have to be able to see it on the chat. So thank you to anyone who does donate to WPBA.com. Without you guys, we're not making it. But it is a cool way for us. So thank you to Kamui and, of course, to the ladies and to Sammy Diep and all the sponsors here at Felt for giving me these products to give away in the final day.
That's awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing when I go to Louisville what new changes you're going to be adding to the live stream. And thank you for all your donations because that's what makes it happen.
Yeah, without you guys, we wouldn't have been able to make the improvements that we are slowly making. And a special shameless little plug for RJH Custom Cues, who is our newly acquired sponsor here at the WPBA, for his donation of all of our new audio equipment.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I gotta say thanks to him. You guys, he has not only consistently donated to the stream, but reached out to me numerous times to offer help with anything we needed for this stream. And I was like, you just gotta wait until I know what I need, you know? And I was like, I'm sorry. And it was a few months before, I got back with him, but he was so gracious and so supportive. And so thank you to Richard Sue from RJH Custom Cues. If you guys would do me a favor and go check out his social media accounts. Make sure you share the love because we appreciate him. And of course, now Super Shot Billiard Products, Dave Dudek, who makes our magnetic chalk holders and your cue holders and all kinds of things we've been selling on site. So new merchandise from him as well.
Yeah, I just recently bought the 3 claw or
Yep.
the 3Q claw holder. It looks really, really nice. So nice. And it's in my favorite color. It's purple. So
Oh.
please make more purple products.
Yeah. There you go, John Dudek.
I don't care
John
about the pink.
DeYoung.
You know, there's too much pink products for women. We want alternative colors.
Oh, okay. I like pink. All right, so John DeYoung, thank you so much for your donation. I do have you on my list.
And we have Carly McGee in the chat. Super fan, Carly McGee.
Yes. All right, so this 3-ball is in the jaws a bit. I'm going to get back to the match and I'll talk about all the cool sponsors here at the WPBA. Thank you, Faith. Gotcha. She hit that 3-ball beautifully to get on the good side of this pink 4. She's just going to pinch it. Oh, she went to the rail and back out. All right, Pia's feeling it.
She hit that really confidently.
She did. It's like you can see by Pia's body movement that she is stepping into the line of where she'd like to be on the green 6. Carly McGee, I got you, lady. Thank you so much. And she hit that just, oh, she may have fallen a little straight. I think it's fine though, because she can just draw back up kind of where the cue ball is now for the 7-ball. Could come up actually a little shorter than that even.
I think she's going to have to draw back. When you're straight, there's no way you have any angles to work with. So sometimes the simplest response is the draw shot. Just like that.
Good view of the angle she has on the brown 7. She may just slightly see where her body is standing at the moment right there by the left-hand side pocket. She may just opt to keep it under the side pocket here, kind of closer to us on the screen.
I think she's gonna, go under the side pocket. And this is a standard shot. This is actually my homework shot from last tournament to really work on this pattern because this comes up over and over.
Jay David, I see in your chat, in the chat room, that you went to our Facebook for the bonus table. So it probably, because it was just live, it may take a second to come back up as far as content. But Kristina's playing live right here. All right, this 9-ball to take the lead, 3-2 in favor of Pia Filler.
Or they're definitely keeping it close. No one's running away with anything.
Yeah, folks, make sure you like, share, and subscribe if you're currently watching from YouTube, if you're watching from Billiard TV. Thank you for your support of the WPBA. We are the longest-lasting, longest-standing professional tour, male or female. So this is pretty cool.
That's amazing.
It's
I
pretty
think
cool.
it's going to be like 50 years.
Yeah,
very soon.
Not next year, I think, in 2 years, I think.
50 years.
50 years. That's amazing, right?
Yeah, you could basically, be a grandma. We raised this tour as a grandma at this point.
This tour actually, I believe, started the year before I was born.
Wow. It started the year after I was born, though.
Brenda McNulty, I got you, girl. Thank you so much. So, yeah, like the WPBA is just a force to be reckoned with, and we're growing. In the recent years, we have reestablished our board of directors, and we have great production staff on hand. We are small, but we are mighty.
That's a very good break here Unfortunately, she's got to contend with a little tricky one ball. Nothing is obvious here, so maybe a bank. But then it's like, how do you set up her position for this two ball?
Well, if she can squeeze past the pink four, she potentially has, an opportunity to be offensive, but also defensive, almost as a two-way.
Yep.
She could get under, and that would still allow her position on the blue, too, if she does make the one. Or she can just focus on making the safety,
Yes.
instead of going two ways and maybe losing focus on one or the other. She is looking to be very, very mindful not to hit pink four.
Do we have more ball sets to be selling?
We do. We only have a few more. We've sold a couple on site. So if you guys are interested, that was a nice attempt. I don't think she got under the green six ball there.
Still, this is not an easy, makeable one ball to set up for the two. So I would think the PO would resave her at this point.
Absolutely. She'll probably try to bank it down to the end rail if possible and get the cue ball back kind of where it is. In the six for cover, but she may be able to just roll it and leave the cue ball under the paper. See where Pia decides. I can't tell how much she's got of the one.
Yeah, she
Alright.
decided for the sending it to the top short rail as a safety.
Taking it down there, getting the cue under the six. Unfortunately, neither ball kind of hit itself.
Yeah, so there's going to be quite a bit of maneuvering to make sure that the one ball's in a better spot. Going to be some safety back and forth initially right now in this rack.
Yeah, nice safety there by Kristina Zlateva, a little containing safe.
Now, will we see my favorite save, the jail time save? I'm not sure. I think it's too spread out for that.
I'm assuming that Pia can see this ball, or at least the edge of it. She must be able to. It looks like she can probably see the right side of the ball. It's like that. So be mindful. Don't go in there. It's dark in there.
That makes me laugh so much, Lonnie, when you say that.
Well, it's true. I mean, it's like it's kind of like a Happy Gilmore thing, right? Have you ever seen Happy Gilmore?
I have not seen Happy Gilmore.
Oh, you weren't. I mean, if you Adam Sandler during the 90s there, I think it was the late 90s, early 2000s, he was just so funny.
So he would say something like that?
Yeah, in Happy Gilmore, why don't you want to go home? Like, you'd have to watch it. I don't want to get into all that.
So that's going to be on my list to watch before the next tournament, and I get in the booth and you make a reference like that, then I'll be like, I know where that came from.
Great. She comes to the table with ball in hand. Nice starting shot. Everything's pretty open from here. Actually, every ball pretty much leads to the next. She may have to make sure she's got proper angle on the pink four, which you've seen her just walk over and take a look at. All right. So I like her choice there. So personally, I use the back cut shot more often than not. Some people are not comfortable with those shots, but I like them, and they allow me to just kind of throw the ball to the hole and control the cue ball nicely without having to use the rails.
I think it's a personal preference. Like everyone has
Absolutely.
the shots that they're comfortable with that are high percentage for them, and really being true to yourself and sticking to that, what makes you comfortable to make those shots and get that position.
Absolutely. So much of what we do is about feel, and that's something that I learned doing commentary with Allison Fisher, the Duchess, right? She, says there's multiple ways you can do things right. You can do the same, thing and get the same result, but it's more about feel. And some days you feel to do it this way, and another day you may feel to do it differently. And that doesn't mean that it's right or wrong. Sometimes you just do what feels right.
That's some wise words there.
Well, when the Duchess of Doom tells you it's okay, if there's two options and you pick one because that feels better to you, it made me feel a lot better. I don't second guess some of my choices as often anymore. I remind myself that
That's good to hear because I
Mhm.
hear some streams commentators like, this is what pros would do, and this is how the ideal run out would be.
Mhm.
But as you see, there are different choices. Even Allison Fisher says every day is going to be a different day
Mhm.
for you.
All right, so it looks like she's falling with a bit more angle than she would have liked to have had on this 9 ball. Let's see if we can get a different view for you folks. So that 9 ball is definitely makeable. It's not a big deal. She just needs to pocket the 7, um, and no deceleration. Just roll it in. You don't have to do anything fancy with the cue ball.
Carly McGee just reminded me that she has some interesting vocabulary that makes me laugh too. Thank you, Carly. I don't think I should say this on the live stream. Is it considered PG?
Googly what's it's?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means. Okay. So I do want to make mention that one of our sponsors for this event, the Moonlighting Billiards, they just put in our chat room that this weekend Sammy Deep is offering a coupon code for their products. You just go to Moonlighting Billiards, enter SAM10, SAMN 10 for 10% off of any of your purchases for this weekend. So if you want to go to Moonlighting Billiards and check that out, maybe we can get them to put the link in the chat for you guys.
They do have some really nice products. I think in my pool hall that I'm sponsored at and teach students, they have this alignment tool so that you can line up all your balls and have it be the same each time. So
Well,
thank you for that.
yeah, and we also have a sponsor here at the WPBA that also has something kind of cool like that. And I have pictures and videos of you using the tool.
That was a cool tool.
Yeah, the ICA training tool. So maybe in between one of these player racks, we'll show you guys a commercial for the ICA training tool, who's a recent sponsor here at the WPBA. So check them out at icatrainingtool.com. It's a cool little projector that you mount on above your pool table, and it puts all your drills right on the table for you. So you don't have to use like a little piece of chalk or, you know, it's pretty cool. We'll have to show you guys the video so you can check it out. All right, Pia Filler to break. Score is currently 3-3 in this race to 8. Well, you guys, if you're not paying attention, you really should be at the way Pia breaks the balls. Kristina Tkach also breaks the balls the same way. They break with the template rack. We're using the Perfect Rack. They are the official rack sponsor of the WPBA. They break, they send the cue ball to the left side rail, and the 1 ball banks down to this bottom left corner. It's consistent. It's every single time. And it allows them a great starting shot every rack.
It's a fantastic template. And you don't have to hit it that hard. If you're watching these ladies breaking, it's not about the force of the break. It's about hitting the correct spin and the speed, and they still get a really good spread. So really, people have this idea that you have to muscle everything and hit it super hard. If anything, that actually works against you. Because the balls may hit the edges of the table and then come back out, and then there's a clumpy mess.
All right, so unfortunately, the cue ball didn't travel far enough for Pia here. She is sitting underneath. She may have a kick and stick available to her. Yeah, I think the 5 may be a little too way here. We'll see what Pia opts to do. She could just kick it and try to cause separation.
I think a kick and stick is the best way to go about this. But this is a little tricky to accomplish, right? To get behind the 7?
Yeah, that's the 5 ball.
Oh, that's a 5. I'm sorry, these
No,
colors
it's okay.
on the screen.
Yeah, see, it was a little tricky because the 5 ball was in the face of the 2. So, but I like the effort there, and she wasn't really in a good position. The only other thing that she may have done would have been a kick to the right hand long rail, kick to try to kick the 2 under the pink 4. There wasn't a lot going on there. All right, so Kristina comes to the table with a very makeable shot on the 2. Bit of a tester, but makeable for sure. I love this. She came under the red 3 ball. She can play this with a high ball. She does have to be mindful to try to make it past that black 8 ball. I don't think she'll try to play short side shape. come in the window of the 4-5. Just gonna have to dig in here. That cue ball traveling forward. Get past the black 8.
Did she do it?
Yes, she did. Great shot by Casey. It's a tough shot. She hit it really well. Probably about as good as she could have, to be honest. Did overcut it a tad, but I almost feel like she needed to in order to get that cue ball to go past the 8.
Yeah, she had to use a rail too with some spin.
I think she's going to come 2 rails out for the 5 in the same pocket. She could just 1 rail up, just like that. I just didn't know she'd want to bump into the ball. You know, sometimes it's tricky. You start bumping into balls.
Rearranging furniture.
Yeah, it's not always, you know, sometimes the ladies kind of lean away from that if they can. Kristina must be feeling very comfortable. Get back to the center of the table by the side pockets there. Nice shot.
I liked how she hit that. It was confident, but it wasn't like hard. I think there's definitely a difference between hitting it hard and then hitting it confident, but the right speed. Now she's got to figure out like how to get from the 8 to the 9. She's getting back up. I really like that if she's not comfortable to reset and do her routine again. Just keeping it simple, you know, just a simple stun shot there. Nicely done there, Kristina. So now she's taking the lead 4-3. It's very, very close. Anything can happen. You know, as you're playing a match, there's going to be momentum shifts. And so we will see what goes on. So just wanted to, while we have a little bit of time, play the ICA commercial, which is that tool that we have. Now we have Kristina Zlateva here, up to break. That's a really good break. She satisfied the three ball breaking requirement. The tricky thing now is going to be getting from the 1 to the 2, because we got a little bit of congestion up there. So she's got to up to go like 3 rails around, maybe. Keep it simple, draw back just 1. It really is going to be personal preference. Decided to keep it simple with just a draw left. So that was actually very nicely done, because now she's on the correct side to get from the 2 to the 3. Just wanted to remind everybody, thank you again for liking, sharing, and following. You know, we like those likes and thumbs ups. It'll help with getting more of these types of streams going in the future. And we are doing a giveaway. So if you donate to the stream by using the $, or Lonnie would be able to acknowledge that and enter you to receive a special giveaway package, which is the Kageki Kamui Chalk, as well as one of our signed scoring boards here, signed by the top players that came in today. Yeah, it looks like she's just keeping it simple. Really like the way she's just confidently walking around the table and really sticking to her decisions and committing to every single shot. So coming up in the rest of the season, we have 3 more stops left. We've got Louisville, Kentucky in about 2 weeks over at Billiards. We are also going to be in Capital City Billiards in Concord, New Hampshire towards the end of November. And then our finale is going to be at the Dr. Pool Classic, which is a WPA ranking event. And it's going to be in Rothschild, Wisconsin at the Central Wisconsin Convention Center. So still a lot more pool playing to happen this year. Thank you for supporting. Please, if you are in the area, come and check out a live event. And you get to meet the ladies and really see pool up front and center here. And we do have ball sets if you're interested in buying a ball set and having a lady sign the cue ball if you do it during this tournament.
Yeah, I had someone in the chat ask us about getting signed cue balls. So the way it works here at the WPBA is if you come to an actual event, we have cue balls that you can purchase. And if you purchase a cue ball, you can have them sign it while you're here. We don't actually have just cue balls that we get signed to ship out because really, to be fair, it's not really worth it for us. If you have a favorite player, you may be able to facilitate that with them. But as far as the WPBA, you have to be on site to do that kind of thing with us. Unless, of course, you purchase a set of the balls.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you purchase a set of the balls, you absolutely can get a signed cue ball from any of the ladies still in this event.
Nice break and run there. She's now extended her lead 5-3. Oh, did you see the new break cue that Pia has? It's the pink break
all
cue.
the Predator sponsor players have one. It's for breast cancer awareness. They received them in New Zealand. Brittany Bryant was just filling us in. So Brittany and Pia and Kristina Tkach, they all have them at the moment.
They should develop a purple break cue and have a cause associated with it. I'll be all over that.
They're cute. They're pink break cues. You want a purple one?
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of the pink for the ladies. We need more color options. We do have some people in the chat who agree with me.
All right. All right. So Pia Filler to break. It would be a great time for her to have a nice run out. So watch Pia's break here. She's going to hit the one ball. The cue will come to the left side rail. Just like that. The one will bank down table in front of this corner pocket. Is a legal break. She's got a decent starting shot on the 2, though. So, all right, Dawn, I'm going to put your name on the list, bud. We got you. Thank you for your donation to the stream. See what a great break that is. And if you watch a lot of these ladies, they're starting to really, really figure the break patterns out here.
Yes, even me. I've really worked on the break with the template. There's definitely a technique here, so
pay attention to you folks at home. You can learn something very, very simply by watching.
And this is called a cut break because you're cutting the one.
And it looks like other than the round 7, maybe a tad in her way for bridging, I do think that it's fine. She may just have to shoot it with a bit of a longer bridge. Jumped up quickly in that shot, but it was successful. So it's a great opportunity here. She can run this pink forward down the long rail, one rail out to the center of the table for the orange 5. This is a really nice opportunity for Pia.
Yes, we need her to, put some more scores there up so that it keeps it close. No one wants a runaway score line. I mean, I love those matches where it's close, it's hill, people are just fighting for their lives. That's where the excitement and drama is for me.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, folks. So there is a minimum donation of $20 if you want to be entered into the giveaway package. We will draw that after the finals match. But don't worry, if it's the 1999 sticker, I'll give you a break.
How magnanimous of you.
Yeah. I mean, it's a penny, right? And somebody gave me an extra dollar or whatever, we'll use it towards the 1999 sticker people.
Wow, she hit that very strong. I think she got out of line.
She overstroked that. She overhit that ball. Maybe put a little bit too much power into it, trying to get to the one rail and back around.
These tables are very fast. I think that was just a little unnecessary. Like a smooth medium would have gotten better shape. She could be a cutting champion. I mean, I don't like this shot, but, you know, this is probably something she practices daily. Or she could elect to play safe. Let's see what she does. That was a very simple containing safe, I think. You think KZ can slice this in?
I don't know. I think she's running into the face of the 6 from here. I don't think she has the right side of the 6. I can't tell, though. It's very difficult from this view. Mr. S, I will write your name on the side here. Just so you know, you just got to make sure you kind of get a hold of me.
Thank you, Mr. S, for showing up in person. We love to meet you.
Ooh, okay, so she did have it. Great shot.
Wow.
Fortunately, she clipped the edge of the brown 7. She's left with a bit of a difficult shot. This is, I don't know how difficult this is into the side pocket. I kind of like these shots. They don't bother me much. You just got to roll it in. Now here she may want to roll it in with a little bit of pace so she can get the cue ball back out. She may be able to just stop it too. I can't really tell from here. My other view gives me a better look at that. Yeah, there we go. Roll it forward, back out to the center. Good shot by Kristina Zlateva.
These side pockets are not easy. I find they're a little bit pointy, so if you're not aiming it properly and catch one of the points, it's all over. So there was a question in the chat about hotels for rail yard. I don't think there's a hotel nearby, but Louisville has a lot of hotel options, and the airport's not that far away. So you can probably get a good hotel lodging by the airport and be close enough. You could take Uber or Lyft. Very convenient, those options to get to the pool hall.
All right, this 9 ball. This 9 ball. Extend her lead.
So Lonnie, someone wants to know what's in the giveaway package.
Well, after Kristina completes this 9 ball, we'll talk about the giveaway package. I just kind of want to stay in the match at the moment, folks. You guys have any information that you're looking for when it pertains to the WPBA? Oh, you can go to WPBA.com. There's a little tab there that says events that will give you all the details about our events coming up and the locations. I do not know what the host hotel is, and you think I would. But I'm actually getting ready to book that this week, so I'm hoping that there's still availability.
It's a Holiday Inn.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay. Nice.
By the airport.
Hence why you said, right?
Yes.
Fresh Pie Vintage in our chat room. I hope you stay safe from the hurricane. We are sending lots of love your way. Fortunately, that was a strange miss by Kristina. All right.
She hit that really confidently. I think most people would be afraid of scratching in the side pocket, and she's like, nope.
All right.
Not happening.
So while Kristina Zlateva, I don't know if she is going to rack. Let's talk about this. This is our WPBA final day giveaway. I am trying to do this on the finals day of all of our events going forward. And thank you to our sponsors, Kamui View Bridge, which you can see in the middle picture there, as well as the Kageki chalk, which is
Nice.
featured on Venom Trick Shots. So check that out. It's pretty cool. It's got a cute little package there. And then, of course, the scorekeeping flipper-do card that was a gift from our sponsors here for the Felt Olhausen Colorado Classic. And I got it signed by Pia Filler, Kristina Tkach, Kristina Zlateva, Monica Webb. Who else? Who else am I missing?
Pia Feller?
Pia Filler, April Larson, and Brittany Bryant.
Wow.
So some good superstars of our sport.
I feel like every tournament, your giveaway just gets more elaborate. We started with a T-shirt last time. Now we've got the package. Wow.
Yeah, well, I have to say thank you to not only our sponsors, but to Dean Raisler, our president of the WPBA. He has been super supportive of just about anything I've asked to do. And without him, I would not be able to, steal some of the products from our sponsors and give them away. He has been super supportive of all this stuff, and he knows how important it is for us to show as much support to our fans as they show to us. And to me, that's the most important thing. J. David, I have not signed it. I didn't really think it was a big deal if my autograph was on there in comparison
But Lonnie,
to them.
you're the voice of the stream. You're getting to be quite the celebrity.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. I'm just trying to bring you guys the best ladies in the sport and do it with a little bit of fun and a little excitement. And it's fun for me. I'm a pool nerd, so I watch all the streams. I'm a big fan of all the different streamers out there. And so just to have that and to be able to sit in the booth and watch great pool from a front row seat is like the gift for me.
Wow. And I like Billiards TV. I get to watch all high quality matches and, get to watch our matches too.
Yeah.
So exciting.
Yeah, it's really fun for me when I get home and somebody said, "Oh my gosh, you were on my TV. That's so cool." So for me, it was a lot of fun. Here, and speaking of that and all the love here within the WPBA, check out this.
I love WPBA because it's like a big family and me feel so warm.
The sisterhood amongst the women. One of the greatest gifts I've ever gotten out of pool were the friendships that I've built from them.
What I like most about the WPBA is their continued support for women's pool.
I love the camaraderie and the competitiveness of the WPBA players.
WPBA gives us a chance, a stage to compete and show our passion.
WPBA always supports us in that every tournament we go to, they will always take care of us.
What I love about the WPBA are all the fierce competitors out there.
The competitiveness.
I love the equipment at the WPBA.
I like the most about WPBA that they keep continuing to support women's sport throughout so many years.
What I love about the WPBA are the fans.
What I love most about the WPBA is that we're all kind of like one big family.
I love that the WPBA brings great competition from around the world.
The WPBA has been a huge part of the growth of women's pool, and I love them for that.
All right, folks, we're back in action. Kristina Zlateva to break. The scoreline is 5-4 in favor of KZ. The Slayer.
Does Pia have a nickname?
I call her Pia Filler the Killer. Right? She's a killer filler.
Killer
Her
filler.
and Josh
yes.
are kind of one and the same. Pia is literally one of my favorite players to watch. She's a very determined young lady, and I find that very intriguing. I also admire the hard work and the dedication that she's done to not only her health, but her workout routines, her eating habits have changed, her determination to continue to grow and get better and better.
You know what I was very impressed with? Like when she started competing, she was doing some of the men's events, and I think people were underestimating her, and she played some really clutch safes against them.
Yeah, she has been working very hard, and I actually have a lot of respect for Pia. And so her and I, we chat a lot. I actually owed her a coffee, and I was going to bring it to her this morning. We had a little side bet on something at the Michigan event. I lost. I don't want to talk about it. And and so I owed her a coffee. We didn't bet anything money-wise, And I texted her this morning, and I was like, okay, what coffee do you want? I'm going to the Black Rock coffee joint here in Colorado. And she's like, you know what? I already drank my coffee this morning. I don't think it's a good idea. Can you just give me a Diet Coke at the pool room? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. So I got her a Diet Coke this morning, and I paid off my debts.
Well, it's so important to like eat the same things, or have a routine about, how you prepare for the match.
Yeah.
People just show up and
a lot
like
of caffeine can be treacherous.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry, folks. We have a merchandise table right in front of our booth, and I do not control the merchandise, but it seems as though anytime someone has a question, they ask me about it. So
You're such a person of authority, Alani. They think that you know everything.
yeah. I am not the Google of the WPBA, but thank you.
Oh.
All right, so Kristina Zlateva is trying to extend her lead here with these 4 balls. I'd like to get back into the match. Thank you to everyone who has donated to our stream, and anyone who's interested in becoming part of the WPBA family or would be interested in sponsoring the tour, please go to WPBA.com. There's information there to get you started. You can contact any of our board members. They will get you led in the right direction. All right, Hugo, those in the chat, I'll sign the flipper do for everybody. There you go. All right, nice stroke. Elevated a little on that 7 ball, but that's all right. She handled it quite easily. It's 8 ball. Get to 6. I'm making sure she goes through her pre-shot routine. I know that Kristina has done some work here recently with Jeremy Jones and see that it has worked nicely for her. She was able to hold the cue ball right there. Grabbed her extension. She's a Mez-sponsored player, so all her equipment is Mez. She loves her equipment, by the way. I want to be really clear on that. And I don't think they could pay her to change at this point.
This is like you and your custom cue.
Yeah, my C. Diego, I'm not doing it. You're going to have to take it away from me. All right, 6-4 in favor of Kristina Zlateva. This is the B-side final of the 2024 Olhausen Colorado Classic.
At Felt Billiards.
At Felt Billiards.
In Englewood, Colorado.
This place has been really good. They've got great food.
They do have really good food.
The place is clean. They have a cool little patio outside with like a fireplace and where you can go hang out and enjoy it in the evening. They have a full bar. They have cool TVs and projectors all over the room. Like currently at the moment, our live match is being projected onto their big projector and to multiple TVs throughout the room, as well as there's so many fans that have come to check us out here in Colorado, which is nice because we haven't been in this part of the country in a lot of years. And so it's just a great environment and it's conducive for pool. I love it. The seating area kind of sits up and above. I don't know if I can.
The place is pretty big. We've got 10 9-foot tables, and then they have this whole bar table section. It's pretty cavernous, I have to say.
Yeah, so this is about as far back as I can get in my view for you guys. But you can see there's a rail along the back side, and it is just loaded with people. They have had great turnout for us ladies. The owners have said that they had no idea, because the owners are not pool players. That's something that I like to let people know. They don't play pool. They own the building, and they took it over for someone that used to run Felt.
Oh.
And it actually had a different name, I think, too. But Sammy Diep came in and started helping them grow it, and then, of course, brought us here. So shout out to Adam and Joseph and Sam. They have done a wonderful job with Felt.
Well, Sam has just got Billiards Instructor of the Year this year, so she's been really growing the sport, and thank you, Sam, for encouraging young players, especially to take up this game and really do well.
Now, if you guys were paying attention there, Pia did the same break that we discussed earlier in this match. The one ball tracks down to this bottom left-hand corner pocket every single time. She's laid herself up nicely, 2 rails out to the center for this 2 ball. It's a very simple pattern. As long as she stays in line, she can draw this rock back like three ball lengths maybe. She can get more aggressive if she likes, but I think she doesn't have to. So she decided to go a couple diamonds back, which is perfectly fine. Now, do you think she'll just roll this in, or do you think she'll go 1 rail back out to the center, Ada?
I think she will go 1 rail back out to the center. Oh, she rolled it in.
It's tricky.
Now, do you think she's going to go 2 rails to get position for this 5?
Pia has really good poker tells for the streamers. If you watch her closely, she typically will get behind her next shot. She didn't there. That's why I asked you. But she's usually pretty good about pre-shot routine and getting behind the shot. She's going to go 2 rails around.
I think the previous shot there, it was on the rail, so she wanted to keep it simple. So rolling it in was the better option.
Mm-hmm. Right, so it looks like she can shoot this 5 in the corner, and she looked at both ways. She can come up, draw it for a shot in the left-hand corner, or she can stun it forward for a shot in the side pocket. I think this shot's going to become a preference for people. She looks like she's drawing.
She stunned it, it looks like.
With a little bit of draw. Oh, drew it a few inches away from the point of contact.
I think she's going to either draw a little or a stop shot now. Or do you think she's going to use the rails?
I think she's perfectly fine to draw it back to this long rail. If she likes to, she could also go 2 rails and out. She could go 1 rail too. There's 3 different ways to shoot this ball and end up in the same position.
So how do you feel, really, is what it comes down to.
Right. What do you feel is right for you that day? Depends on which personality shows up at the table that day.
How many personalities do you have on the table?
Oh, that's a trick question. All right, we're moving on. Back to the match. All right, great shot by Pia here. This is a nice out for her. She needed this to kind of bring this score line a little closer. This is the B-side final of the Colorado Classic. The winner of this match will meet up with Margaret Fefilova in the finals.
Feffy.
Race to 10 in the finals. A little extended race there.
Yes. Is this Feffy's first time in the finals?
No. She was in the finals at ICB a couple events ago. Not the last one, but the one before.
Mm-hmm.
I think she was defeated by Kelly Fisher in the finals of that event. Almost positive. I would have to check my notes to be 1,000% sure, but you know, this table in here, it starts off really nicely, and by the end of the event, it looks like a tornado hit it. So my notes are officially under wraps. They're hidden.
Yeah, I feel like there's definitely a difference here. I walked in and did commentary in day 1, and you had your binder, everything's in alphabetical order. Now it's like, what is going on here?
A tsunami hit it. All right, Kristina Zlateva, this layer to break.
Let's see if she can do a break and run and get herself on the hill.
So this is unfortunate for my husband and I. That was a nice break. Unfortunately, the cue ball drug a little too far back for a good starting shot on the one. She's actually started in this position a couple times already in this match. My husband, we were discussing on the way here who we thought our pick was for the event. My initial pick was Pia Filler. Not because of anything other than her play throughout this event has been just exceptional.
Yeah.
I've seen quite a few of her matches, and she's played really well. But my husband picked Kristina Zlateva because, you know, she's just been really consistent. He sits and shot clocks all the matches for the TV table, and he said she's had the most table runs for this event, et cetera, right? His reasonings. So, unfortunately for us, only one of us is going to be potentially right, because the winner of this match, both these ladies are on the B side, so one of us has not got a shot at winning.
Did you bet something like a coffee?
No. Well, we were just talking. We always kind of chit-chat the matches for the day before we go to work, you know? He does all the timekeeping, and I'm sitting in the booth, so we're both watching the same matches all day long. But we don't get to sit together, so we kind of chatted out at the end of the day and then again at the beginning. So that was a nice shot. It was a containing safety. She put some distance between the one and the cue ball, although I think she'd have preferred to be underneath 9. She did, you know, put the pressure back on Pia to execute a safety here. Good thing is the 2-6 are there for the 1 and the cue ball. The 5 was there for the cue. Unfortunately, she got neither one in the proper position.
You kind of left the shot there for the 1 in the side.
I wish I could tell if the 2 goes past the 6 in the side pocket.
Maybe the other view? I think it does. We will know soon enough.
No. I wonder too, I'm not sure. She can go to the rail and back out. I don't think the 6 is an issue at all.
You think she's going for this carom? It's lining it up.
Or is looking at it. Maybe the 2 doesn't go past. Or now the position of the cue ball, the 2 is just a much more difficult cut shot into the side. I don't think she has the whole pocket for the 2. So if she's going to try to cut that, it would be, you know, shooting at a portion of the pocket versus the whole pocket with an extreme angle. I like the carom. Good speed. She needs to get fortunate on the bumps there, though, and she has not. 7's kind of in a weird spot, too. It's just a tad past that right-hand side pocket.
I think she's got to play it safe right now.
Yeah, but I think she's going to have to play the traditional containing safety where you just thin the 2 with the cue on the other side of the 9.
She might try to brush it on the left side and bring the cue ball back to where she is.
She could get it under the 5-7. That is a good call, Ada.
I don't think she contained that at all. It was now open.
She hit that ball really fat and almost directly in the face, which caused it to kind of stun off the rail. Oh, Rex. Yeah, was that at the last ICB event? It was Margaret and Kristina Tkach. Now, Margaret also played Kelly in the finals at ICB once. I forgot about this last one.
I feel like we've been in so many ICB events.
Yeah, we've had 4. So it's, I know that Kelly or Allison and Wei Su Chen was also in the finals of 1. And I'm missing one, of course, but there was one I left. I had to leave early, so Angela finished the stream. So remember that one.
I'm going to be very curious to see how she tackles the 7 here. The brown 7 that's kind of stuck on the long rail.
It is interesting. So she could see where she's placing her cue. She could play it there and then try to slide draw it up past the 7 to shoot the 7 in the same pocket. She could also try to bump into the 7 if she gets too much angle. I don't think this is the right
I think she's just going to float this 5 in and then just accept a
she's going to have to cut
follow
it past
shot.
The side pocket. Those balls are frozen.
Oh, she's drawing. It looks like she's drawing.
Oh, nice touch. Nice touch there by Pia. She strikes the ball very well. She follows through beautifully. It's very fluid in her follow-through stroke. It's nice. It's fun to watch. So I think she's fine as far as the side pocket is concerned on the 7. I don't think it's even an issue. And she's just deciding if she pinches it and holds the cue there, or if she tries to get aggressive and bring it back across table. Did try to do that.
Did you consider this a 50-yard line?
No, because I think she went on the good side of the ball. You know what I mean? She's still further to one side.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say that it's a 50-yard line. Maybe a little bit more distance between the two balls than she would have liked, but I think she's just glad she's got a makeable shot at it.
Mm-hmm.
Great shot by Pia.
Very nice.
She's still in this match, folks. Score is currently 6-6. This is a tied ball game.
It's not over till it's over.
Yep. Race to 8. 7-7. I want to give a special thank you to our sponsors. Right, it looks like Pia's taking a couple extra seconds there to get that rack proper. They are using the Perfect Rack, the official rack sponsor of the WPBA. They're also using the Aramith Pro Cup balls. If you guys would like to purchase a set of those that we've used at this event, you can contact WPBA.com. Go to the store. While we're live, the deal is $370 shipped within the 48 continental United States. And you can get the cue ball signed by one of these 3 ladies that are still in this event. Check it out if you need a set of balls for your pool room at home. This is a great deal. You're never going to get this price anywhere else. It's such a great rate. And I actually have this exact set myself at home in my personal pool room. Check that out. Also want to talk about a little bit about the giveaway we're doing here. Thank you to Kamui and the sponsors for this Olhausen Colorado Classic. Moonlighting, I believe, made this scorekeeping flipper-do, as I call it. It's pretty cool, and we've got it signed by Pia Filler, Margaret Fefilova, Kristina Zlateva, Kristina Tkach, Monica Webb, April Larson, Brittany Bryant, and myself. Go to make sure you stay tuned in through the finals. We are putting anyone who donates $20 today to the YouTube chat. If anyone donates, we take your name down, we add you to the list, and then we do a drawing at the end of the finals. Yeah, Brett, we could probably get Sammy to sign it as well. Absolutely. But for a $20 donation, we'll put you in the list for the drawing, and we'll do that after the finals match. So make sure you stay tuned in. I can only do it through the donations on the YouTube chat. I cannot do it for the donations to WPBA.com. You can always go to WPBA.com to donate. I just won't be able to add you to the giveaway list because I can't see that. I don't have access to that. But we appreciate any and all donations, and that is exactly what we do to improve the look of our stream as we go forward. Those. All right, so Pia's sitting.
Well, this is a tricky break.
Yeah. Yeah, she can see the one. I don't know that she has enough of it to pocket it. We'll see what Pia decides to do. I'm not sure if she can bank it out of there. She may be able to cross over and stick the cue under the pink 4. I'm not exactly sure. attempted to bank it out of there and stick it on the pink 4. Unfortunately for Pia, she's left a very makeable shot on the 1 for Kristina Zlateva. This rack to get one of these ladies on the hill.
Very exciting.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is not worldwide shipping, and that is just inside the continental United States. You would have to reach out to WPBA to find out if what the additional cost would be to ship anywhere other than the U.S. I'm sure it's pretty extensive, but you're welcome to check that out.
Now, Lonnie, do you think this brown 7 goes past this 9 ball? Looks a little crowded up there.
I cannot tell from here. I don't think it does. There is, if you look at the shadows on the balls, though, there is a gap between the 9-7, so it is potentially possible that it goes. All right, good starting shot by the Slayer. That's all right, Jeff Klepper. Don't sweat it. I can fade the penny, bud. Now, she could just stop this and accept short side shape on this 3, the red 3 ball there. Just play a stop shot if she wanted to. She'll have enough angle to get back out and around for the pink 4. Accepted this. It's a bit of a cut shot, but, you know, it just lends itself nicely for a 2 rail and out of that top right corner pocket for position on the pink 4.
Plus, I feel like she's lefty. These shots are easier for lefty.
Yeah, she doesn't have to stretch awkwardly across the table on this shot like us righties do. Yes, so Margaret is sitting in the hot seat. For those of you who are interested, Margaret Fefalova-Steyer is in the hot seat. It's waiting for the winner of this match. They will play 1 race, 10 in the finals. All right, well, we're about to find out if that 7 ball goes past that 9, or if it doesn't, I favor her just to pocket this 5 and play a safety on the 7.
Think she's gonna go 2 rails to get to position? Go forward 2 rails or back 2 rails? Or back would have to be like more than 2 rails.
Yeah, I would drag it around to the outside of this right hand lower pocket. She's playing it 1 rail.
Keeping it simple.
So
I'm realizing every time I watch these live streams, my idea is going to be too fancy.
yes.
Too much watching these creative players with the multiple rails.
Well, and I think too that you see a lot more of the men use the second rail. So when you watch a lot of the men professional players, they do tend to use the second rail more often.
Mm-hmm.
I like the fact that sometimes the ladies they're smart, they're conservative, and if you know, you sometimes don't even see that.
Oh no,
she didn't quite dig into that enough.
She's got a tough cut now.
She just done that without actually adding a little bit of draw to it. This is makeable. She can make this ball. She has to be mindful of her cue ball. Side pocket's real big from this angle. Let's see.
Well, even corner pocket, if you don't hit it correct, you might scratch there.
Yeah, you could make the 1 railer into the corner, that's for sure.
That's unfortunate.
A little bit fast on the follow through there in that last stroke. She'll, I'm sure she'll go back to her seat and evaluate that decision, especially because now Pia Filler is on the hill.
That was a huge miss there.
Breaking rack 14. The Slayer has an opportunity here. Is she going to take a break? No, she's just grabbing the perfect rack. Kristina Zlateva to break. She needs to take this rack to tie it up and make a hill thriller. All right, Devin, I've got you. Devin Neighbor, no worries. David Fitzwater, thank you. Very generous. Her name is also in our list.
Yeah,
that's very frustrating, that scratch on that 9. I'm sure she's trying to pull it back together. You could see the frustration when she walked away from the table. Pia was probably breathing a sigh of relief. Actually, it got her onto the hill first.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Pia's not breaking here. And fortunately for Kristina, she is. She did make the 1 ball, or the 2 ball in the side pocket, or the corner pocket. Man, I think I've been in the booth too long today. I'm starting to stutter.
Well, everything's pretty open here, so she just needs to plan this and make sure she's on the correct side of the ball to get to the next ball. She does have a clear shot on the 1 here, so it's just a matter of creating that roadmap in your brain and sticking to it. I'm rooting for a hill thriller. What about you, Lonnie?
I always like a hill thriller. Now, the fans, we enjoy it, right? But the players, they're not so heavy about that stuff. Now, I think that Kristina Zlateva would definitely accept a hill thriller at this point.
Yes.
Right. She really needs to stay committed, do the work in this rack, get herself on the hill.
So, Lonnie, we have a question in the chat about the giveaway.
Oh, okay. Well, I see that, Cindy. Hi. So basically, at this point, we are doing it for any donation over $20. We're appreciative of all donations, of course. But it was a little more difficult doing it at the last event where we were giving 1 entry per $20. So it is for the $20 entry. Anything over $20 donation, we will enter you into the drawing. Yeah, it was really difficult last time keeping track of all those extras. So anything over $20 will receive you an entry into the giveaway.
I think Kristina's going to opt for multiple rail position here or just stun it. Looks like she's studying.
Yeah, I think she may just pinch it and try to hold it in the window. Keep it conservative. At this point, that would be her best option to get herself through these last 4 balls.
Ooh, there might be an opportunity for the 7-9 for those ambitious players.
You know, I will tell you, for those of you who are watching, and I'm sure you're aware, we've not really had like any crazy difficult shots. So like we haven't seen a lot of jumps in this match. I don't think we've seen any. Have we seen any?
I have not seen any jumps in this match.
I don't think we've seen a single jump in this match. We've had some really good safety play, but we've had a lot of nice table runs from first opportunities. All right, there you have it, folks. This is a hill thriller between Kristina Zlateva from Bulgaria and Pia Filler from Germany.
Ladies giving each other high five,
yes.
Wishing each other luck for the hill.
And I do want to make mention these 2 are roommates. They did stay together this weekend. So I think it just goes to show as well the camaraderie amongst the ladies here inside the WPBA. I think we do this often. We compete and then we hug and we go grab some food. Like that is typically how it works here.
So there's a question about the ball sets and how frequently they're used.
Just 1 tournament, just 1 event, and then we raffle them or we sell them off. Every event we start with brand new sets, and at the end of the event, we ship them out, the ones that have been sold. Yeah, so please, guys, don't make me take home a bunch of balls. Make Dean take them home with him.
Oh, so that he can ship them out to you guys.
Yeah, he can ship them, and then I don't have to deal with that.
One less thing for you to deal with.
Yeah.
You're dealing with so much.
Please purchase the ball sets, folks. Makes my life much easier.
And the balls play nice. Aramith sets.
All right, and here we go, ladies. And Gentleman Hill. Race to 8 for all the marbles. 1 rack. Ooh, he does have a sight on the 1 ball. You guys noticed the 1 traveled a little bit at a slower pace than usual for Pia's breaks.
I think she was just trying to control it better.
And unfortunately, it was not legal. Unless they're checking right now to see if the 7 crossed the plane. It doesn't have to be the base of the ball. It has to be just the edge has to cross the plane of the kitchen line. They're going to get the tournament director to come over, Jerry Stucker, to make this decision.
But there's 2 balls down, though. There's only 7 on the table.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh.
So I don't know what the debate is.
Yes. Oh, duh. Somebody, that's why Pia said thank you. Somebody told her, you made 2. And she's like, oh, thank you. You see both the ladies, they just kind of giggled. I heard Pia say, oh, thank you.
Yeah, because I counted the balls on the table. I was like, there's 7.
I know. I was counting the cue ball.
Lonnie, you've been in the booth way too long.
Yes, ma'am. Right about that. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else, though.
She's that dedicated. Thank you, everyone, for making her dedication a reality with your support.
Okay, so Pia is using the bridge here.
Gotta play it safe, I think. Or you think she could slice this?
Oh,
no.
Bad corner.
Yeah, but she left it on the wrong side of the ball, right? So just gotta do some work, KZ.
Yeah, Brittany called that the side pockets the points. I always call them the points, right? There's other terms we could use, but I don't. But Brittany called it the horn, and I was like, oh.
Like a bull with the horns.
She called it the horn. I thought, well, that's interesting.
They are pointy.
I wonder if that's a Canadian thing, though, to call it the horn.
Someone in the chat says the nib. She's got to be careful about this line. She's like running away from the 3 ball if she, you know, the natural path that is.
Yeah, and she does need to pay attention to the fact that if she clips the edge of the 5 or the 8, it could cause a scratch. So we'll see how Kristina opts to shoot this. She's looking as though she's going to play the safety, which I think is intelligent. Unfortunately, she's losing the rock. She is not going to be happy about that.
I blame it on 0 humidity. The ball just keeps rolling and rolling.
You ever get in those situations, folks, that you look at something, right, and you think, I could scratch if I hit it this way, and then you make it happen?
Oh.
I feel like that's kind of what happened to Kristina right there.
You think she manifested?
She looked at the path to make sure that she wasn't going to scratch, and then she... Okay. So, Pia comes to the table with ball in hand. This is a great opportunity for her to close out this match and get into the finals against Margaret Fefalova. Her pace has picked up a little. She's got a little pep in her step there. And roll this just a tad forward, or she can draw it out and shoot for bottom right-hand corner. I personally like the roll forward, but it looks she's used the draw stroke here to get back to the... I think she plays the corners a bit more than I do. I use the side pockets a little more than Pia.
Maybe she's concerned about the pointy horns.
Maybe. I think it's just a preference thing. Some players like to use the corners more. The balls are in the middle of the table. I'm not opposed to using the side pocket if it's a simple positional play. Okay, so she can shoot this, draw it to the left-hand rail and back route.
Now she could go 2 rails, and she has to make sure she avoids this black 8 and not bump into that. Oh, just simple one rail.
And look at how long she stayed down on that ball. She no body movement whatsoever. Great execution there by Pia Filler.
There's some interesting chatter about percentages now of winning.
Right, she shot that with a lot of confidence, ladies and gentlemen. These two balls.
Got a slight angle though, so she could put a little bit of left so that she could go 2 rails where her cue is pointing right now.
Yeah, definitely a preference. She could use a little bit of, I would say a little bit of left. She doesn't have to. She could also just draw it straight over, seeing the angle that is available to her, but so definitely a preference in your stroke.
Oh, she stunned it over.
Very nice execution there by Pia Filler. In this 9-ball, ladies and gentlemen, for Pia Filler to advance to the finals of the 2024 Olhausen Colorado Classic. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to Kristina Zlateva for a fantastic 3rd place finish. In this event, she has played exceptionally well, made a couple late in the match errors in both of her losses in this event, but I think overall she'll still be fine taking 3rd place. This is a very talented field of ladies here at this event, so I don't think she'll be disappointed. I think she'll be mad over a couple mistakes, but overall her place is still solid.
Yeah, she's playing great.
So congrats to Kristina Zlateva, the Slayer. And in just a few minutes here, we're going to get the final started. We will be stopping and restarting the stream. So thank you guys for tuning in. This is Lonnie Fox Raymond, and I've been joined in the booth by none other than Ada Leo.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, anytime. You're fantastic. So we're going to say thank you to our sponsors, not only the sponsors involved in this event, but also our long-lasting tour sponsors here with the WPBA. Thank you to the fans. Anyone watching on Billiard TV, don't worry, we'll be back here just shortly to start the finals of the 2024 Olhausen Colorado Classic between Marguerite Fefilova and Pia Filler.
I love WPBA because it's like a big family and we feel so warm.
The sisterhood amongst the women. One of the greatest gifts I've ever gotten out of pool were the friendships that I've built from them.
What I like most about the WPBA is their continued support for women's pool.
I love the camaraderie and the competitiveness of the WPBA players.
WPBA gives us a chance, a stage to compete and show our passion.
The WPBA always supports us in that every tournament we go to, they will always take care of us.
What I love about the WPBA are all the fierce competitors out there.
The competitiveness.
I love the equipment at the WPBA.
I like the most about WPBA that they keep continuing to support women's sport throughout so many years.
What I love about the WPBA are the fans.
What I love most about the WPBA is that we're all kind of like one big family.
I love that the WPBA brings great competition from around the world.
The WPBA has been a huge part of the growth of women's pool, and I love them for that.